picks of Equinage for Wednesday, May 7 at Parx Racing. You are watching the simulation of the first race, a courtesy of Equinage.com. Don't forget to register your free user in the QR code that you're seeing on your screen is linked directly to the page where you can register your free user at Equinage.com, the best handicapping tool in the US horse racing. In the first race, and don't forget the Scotty picks, 55% winning rate for the top picks. This one first and second pick, the long shot between 11 to 14%. Is a machine learning algorithm, emulates a human being handicapping the race. The win percentage is an independent program from this one, and it calculates a probability of victory for each horse based on the stats of the horse, stats of the jockey, trainer, all the stats is a mathematical value. The pace, the initial pace of the race simulator shows that graphically. The SOR is the competitive level, strength of race of each of the competitors. Higher means he faced better in the past. That is the competitive level of this race. And the GSR is this red column, is the pedigree of the horse in one number for this particular distance surface. This is the record of the horse for this distance and surface. You touch a horse, you can go to the handy view with the past performances, the whole campaign of the horse you want, the workouts, even the campaign of the stallion, the Dan, and that's useful with first starters or horses with few races, because you can check the precocity. That's good. And the GSR Plus, that is the complete profile of the pedigree of the horse for each distance and surface. In race number 1, 7 and 4, the top picks, the 10 is the long shot. These two at the top in the win percentage as well, 50% between them. They look good. If you use them together, now you have two enemies. Obviously, the 2 and the 9, they're not too far. They have a chance. Maybe one of them could upset them, so you can check that. And the number 10, so well, is the long shot, 7% only, but you need to check the horse, and that is an alert. These two picks are the first alert of the race. The long shot is another alert. At least you need to check the horse, because it could be useful for the exotics or maybe looking for a surprise. Race 2, 2 and 1, the picks, and the 4 is the long shot. These two at the top as well here. That's good, a good match. 51%, good pace for this one. Good morning line, by the way. And these three are very close in the win percentage, including the long shot. So these two, and you need to check these three. One of them could be an option to use with them, or at least a review they deserve. Race 3, 2 and 5 the pick, the 7 is the long shot. As you see, they're not matching too much in this race. The 5 is here, but the 2 is only 11% only, with tie basically with these three horses. So this one is a tough race. The 5 is obviously a horse that you need to consider, because it's second here and second here as well. But how you can ignore the number 3, 5-1 in the money line, top win percentage, has a good GSR, so he has a chance here. You can ignore the 3, 5 and 2 horses that you need to check. And even the long shot has the same win percentage that the number 2. So tough race. You need to spread here. Race 4, 1 and 2 are the picks, and the long shot is the number 4. And the long shot is the horse with more win percentage. 4-1 in the money line. Good win percentage. Good pace. Good GSR. All this is a recap here. So how you can ignore this horse. Obviously, the number 1 and 2 together, they have 50%, but apparently you need to use the 3 of them. Check that. Race 5, 8-3 are the picks. The number 1 is the long shot. The 3 is at the top here, but the win percentage is not a sure thing here, as you can see. And as you see, the 7, the 8, and the 4, they have a good record at the distance. So the 3 is a horse that you need to consider. The 8 is there, good record at the distance. And the number 1 is there too. No victory at the distance, but 4 places. Good GSR. The 7 had a good GSR, is not here. It's tied with the number 3. And also has the top SOR of the race. That is a medal. You can say that. So a spread race 3-8-1 with a good chance, good money line, But the 7, good morning line, and several metrics pointing the horse, good record of the distance. You can ignore this horse. So these 4, you need to think about them. In race number 6, 7, and 6, and the number 1 is the long shot. These 2 at the top. This one is dropping the GSR, but is still the top one of the race. 52%. They're at the top here. They look strong together. Then you have the number 2. An enemy is close to this win percentage. Is an enemy. And 3 and 1 with the number 1 has a long shot. So these 2 look like a must together. And you have 3 horses, especially the 2 and the number 1, that is the long shot, that you need to check if they need to be used as well, or they can beat the 7 and 6. In race 7, polarizing the win percentage, 6 and 1, the 6 at the top, that's good. Now, out of the number 1, that is a clear enemy, a 5-1 in the money line, an enemy of the number 6, 4 and 5, they are out of the win percentage, 5%, and 8% for the long shot, 8-1 in the money line, and the 4 is 6-1 in the money line. As you can see, out of these 2, I will consider this an alert. So I will check the 4, I will check the 5, and make a decision on both of them, and using the 6 maybe with the 1, maybe one of them, or maybe 6 and 1. I leave you that to your criteria. In race 8, 7 and 1 the top picks, the 5 the long shot, the 7 good win percentage, solid GSR. Now the number 1 has 66 in the SOR and is the second pick here. The win percentage is not too high, has the number 7, but it's not too bad. So it's a clear enemy like the number 2. The 5 is the long shot, 12-1 in the money line, one of the outsiders. You can check this horse maybe for the exotics. We don't know. In race number 9, 3 and 2 are the top picks. The 5 is the long shot. And the 3 of them, they are at the top in the win percentage. The 3 has a very good win percentage. It's top pace, top SOR. Good enough GSR. So only 1 race at the distance. Maybe that is the weak part, the con, but has a clear opportunity to win and has a speed. So 2 and 5 are the enemies. Check this race. Could be a single, possibly. You need to use them with the 2 or the 5 or the 3 of them. Check that, because in other races you need to spread. Like in the last one, 5 horses in a 11 horse race, but 11 horse races, excuse me. But you have here the win percentage. The win percentage telling you maybe you have the winner between these 5 horses, because the others are a lot lower in the win percentage probability. And among them, we have the 12, that is the top pick. You have the 9, that is the top pick, 50% between them, maybe good enough. And you have 3 horses that have similar win percentage, including the long shot. 5-1 in the money line, 11%. And this one is not the long shot, but it's 10-1 in the money line. At least check that horse, because the 8 has a lower GSR. Maybe the 3 is a better option, has a long shot. Check that. These 2, they look strong. Enemy 5, and maybe a long shot between 3 and 8. Good luck with your bet at Parx Racing. On Wednesday afternoon, we are posting clips for the picks for Gulfstream Park in English, and in Spanish we are doing it for Gulfstream and